After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
We are actually recording from 2 devices this time. This is an attempt to make sure we do get good video. I have my iPhone recording and I have the computer recording.
If you see the words "woman cave" upside down, we had to go with
Not upside down, flipped.
Flipped. We had to go to the telephone, the
iPhone.
So, yes, words are important. Okay.
So,
anyway,
what are we?
Welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 227. It is Monday, October 3rd, 2016, as we are recording. I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I am Talia, also known as Frances and Gypsy, and I feel like I have chocolate in my teeth.
Anyway, we're glad to have you with us. It is about 3 o'clock, quarter to 3 in the afternoon as we are recording, and we are glad to have you all with us. If you are new viewers, we hope you will find something that you enjoy and will keep you coming back because we're really glad to have you with us.
Mm-hmm.
If you are returning, you know how much we enjoy having you with us, and yay for staying with us. Yay!
Yes.
If you are still in the shadows, new or returning, we'd love to have you come out of the shadows. We have a lot of fun things going on where you can get prizes, and there are giveaways sometimes. And there's a lot of support and just general enabling and chatter and fun in our group. So,
and just generally thank you for everyone who's come back to watch.
Yes, I said that already.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I want to reiterate this.
Well, yes,
because...
finished.
Okay, continue.
See this rude child. I did train her better than this.
Well,
anyway, join officially so you can be eligible for the prizes. Now you can have your spiel before I do the newcomers.
I know we say every week, thank you for coming back. I feel like this is doubly important this week. We've had 2 weeks in a row with technical issues. The one previous was only slight.
We were able to deal with it.
Mm-hmm. The one for this past week, most recent one,
it wasn't watchable.
It was not watchable.
And we appreciate you coming back. All those who listened instead of watching and just looked up.
Yes.
We appreciate you staying. I know that
or even if you were unable to watch last week,
right,
but came back this anyway week. For this week to see if we could.
We are looking into our options. We may have to get a new camera. Talia might have to get a new computer. Mm-hmm. We're looking at new options. So those of you who are bearing with us, we appreciate that. Please do continue to bear with us. We are working on the issues.
Yes.
Hopefully that won't be a problem this time because we are having 2 different recording devices, but we hope to have something more permanent in the future.
Yes.
Okay.
It actually makes you feel like we're like in a movie or something since we have 2 cameras.
I know, it's very strange. But we are still keeping it real, Pam, I promise. Okay, Pam.
PJ Matilda?
PJ Matilda.
Okay.
Okay.
What is in your mug?
I'm getting there. I haven't finished it because I have not welcomed the new viewers yet because I've had multiple interruptions. Okay. We do have 2 newcomers who joined officially in the group, in the thread. Actually, in the group itself. I haven't read the thread yet. We have Sunsparkle010, who is Wanda. Welcome, Wanda. And we have Talks to Strangers, who is Bethany. Welcome, Bethany. And Bethany is from the Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival. She's one of the, I think she's one of the coordinators, and she did a super fantastic job. She really did. With that, all of them, they were so overworked and overwhelmed. We didn't have a lot of volunteers this year.
No.
And there was a good turnout, so they were running ragged, and they were great. Absolutely fantastic. Bethany, wonderful job.
Yes.
And I need to get back to her. Bethany, we will answer your questions. It's just been a little hectic over here, so we'll get back to you with that. So welcome to all of you.
And I just want to also bring up, in case it seemed a little bit disrespectful, this is a family joke.
Yes, yes.
It's usually played on the guys in our family. They get if they get a little, what is it? It's
A
not
little light, a
cranky,
little, yeah.
but not seriously cranky.
It's just if they're
They're being persnickety.
yeah, if they're being annoying.
And then you just go nice, nice, and we claim that Grandpa and my dad got bald because of all the nicing.
nice.
So
nice.
it's a family joke.
Yeah, it's no disrespect. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, what do you have in your teacup?
In my tea. Now, what kind of?
I forgot.
You
my
forgot. You
mug.
got me to use mine, and
I
you didn't
forgot
use
it.
yours. Show your evidence.
Yes. I'm using St. Paul. Apparently, I need St. Paul today. St. Paul. I meant to get my tortoise versus
But
the hare.
let's hold on.
Hold on. It's hot. It's hot.
I know tea generally is
My St. Paul mug. I love
because she
St. Paul.
drinks weirdly.
Do not.
She drinks lefty, although she's a righty.
I think that makes me an ambi. Anyway, yes, I have chai tea in my St. Paul mug.
And there's no
No
shock
surprise
there.
there.
And I am doing the tortoise versus hare mug. I was gonna do my tutors one, but Mom was like, "Oh, wait, let's do tortoise versus hare,"
And I totally
and then
meant
she
to.
promptly forgot to do her part.
I am over 50. I can forget things.
So tortoise versus hare,
And
and
yes, I said that on national or international or whatever TV.
this isn't TV.
Close enough. Some people watch us on TV. I think
Yeah.
Sissy watches us on our TV. First time I saw somebody do that, it freaked me out.
I am now. If you do get the iPhone, this is gonna look completely wackadoo to you.
Yeah.
But I'm drinking Plum Deluxe, and it is Vista Blend herbal tea. I keep having to flip it because the iPhone is in front of the computer, and I can't actually read off of the screen like I normally am.
Because she doesn't know what it is.
Well, it is early in my morning still.
Okay. Are you finished? Okay. I do have some things for promotion. The first thing is the Magic Yarn Project, and this was brought to my attention by our fellow PHNer, Dynaflow, and I think it's a great cause. She sent this to me a few days back. I just got around to putting it in my notes, and I'm going to read what she said. It's a project where they make sweet crochet wigs for little girls undergoing treatment for cancer. And I'm putting a link, or Talia will put a link in the episode thread. It's called www.themagicyarnproject.com. What they do is they make wigs for these little girls. And they're like Rapunzel or Frozen or Merida or something like that. And the little girls, there's a video at this site that shows these little girls. And to see them, they have all this pain and all this, the needles and the nausea and all this stuff. And they lose their hair. And they're 3 and 4 years old, 5 years old, little girls. And to see them get these wigs, their faces light up. One little girl that showed had her Rapunzel wig on with a little outfit, and she twirled around and was giggling. It made me cry. So the reason I'm talking about this is that if you feel called to do this, go to the website, check it out, maybe make a wig or two or get friends to do it. This is started by an oncology nurse who has had to cut back her hours to keep up with the demand, and she's got people all over the place doing this. So it might be something you might be interested in.
And the website is www.themagicyarnproject.com, and that will be in the show notes.
I just said that.
Well, I feel like it bears repeating.
Oh, okay.
But I also didn't pay attention.
Yes,
when you
because you
said
never
the first
do.
time.
She never does. Never. Okay.
That requires me getting out of my own head.
And then now the next thing I did want to plug again, Brittany B Wings, charity along in her Comforting Crafts group on Ravelry, and I don't know, Brittany's in on Facebook as well.
It is on Facebook as well.
Anyway, she is still collecting things until the end of October, and she hasn't had much activity for this on Ravelry. I don't know about the Facebook group, but she's got a prize of a $6 pattern or less at Ravelry, and I also donated one of your choice on Ravelry, downloadable pattern. If you have some extra little hats or baby blankets or cowls or anything like that, let me see what she wanted. She wanted hats of any size, scarves and cowls, baby blankets, mittens, and dishcloths. So you've got quite a variety there. If you happen to have some of those extra, or if you feel like, oh, you know, I don't feel like doing this project or that project, but you know what, I can whip out a dishcloth or a baby hat. You know, if you don't mind sending it to Brittany, that would be great, because she's done a wonderful job over there, and I think that it's a worthy cause. But no pressure. You have a lot of things, a lot of demands on your time and on your, you know, you got start with Christmas knitting and all that. I understand that. If you do want a palette cleanser, or you have something like that lying around, please think about sending it Brittany's way. I know she would appreciate it, and so would the people who are receiving it.
I think I might have sent myself the wrong show notes.
Oh, that was intelligent.
I know. How to fix this? I might just have to send it to myself again.
Okay. We also have the Halloween fall along, and that's a crocheting Whovian. That's Laura Concert. We just did the tortoise and the hare, and before that we did the cardiac along with her, right?
Yeah.
So she is doing a Halloween fall along. It started September 1st and it's going through November 30th. Knitted or crochet projects, they can start at any time, but they must be worked on between the dates specified, which is September 1st through November 30th. Bruce the Bat is being featured.
Yes, which is awesome.
Which is awesome. Thank you, Laura. So that gets 2 chances at an FO prize. I think whips are also eligible, but the FOs that are Bruce the Bat will get a double prize. You need to have a project page and tag it with CW Halloween 2016. On Instagram, you put a hashtag before that. And the rules are in her group. But essentially you have to be a member of the Whovian Yarn Allegiance. And for our group, well, it's not in our group. You have to be a group.
Try this again.
Let's try this again. Rules. You must be a member of Laura's group, okay?
And you did just see the lights flicker. I'm printing my show notes because it's going to be a lot easier than sending it to myself.
Right. Okay, you have to work on it between September 1st and October 31st. I thought she said November. It does say November. Okay, well, it's in her... I got this right from her site. Laura, you're confusing me. Check her site, okay, to see when it ends. But at any rate, it's going on, and I wonder if she meant to say October 1st through November 30th.
I don't know.
I have no clue. Anyway, it's
Is
going
it
on
in her
now.
thread yet?
Well, I took this right from her group. I cut and pasted it. Anyway, and then they must be Halloween and or fall related. That means colors or theme or whatever. And all whips will be eligible. 1 whip per project per week, 1 FO whenever it's done. And I already said about the tags in the Rav group and in Instagram.
Oopsie.
And that, no, Bruce the Bat is the one that's featured.
Yeah.
Okay, so and have fun with that. So that's that. Now we come to the stuff that you've been waiting for. Now you can say, get all the blather done.
Actually, the blather's not done.
Oh,
because we've not talked about our longs.
We're not there yet. We have to do the cardiac.
Okay, well, I have a little bit of blather before that. Because I sent my show notes to myself apparently before I saved this. I thought I saved this prior to sending it. Anyway. As always, we are accepting baby hats to give to the hospital or the pregnancy center. And thank you for any donations that you have given in the past.
And I know that I just contacted, I don't want to give her name because I didn't ask permission, but I did contact her back. Thank you for donating the baby hats. We appreciate that. I know they'll be coming when you get the chance to go to the post office. So thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Thank you. And then also I wanted to do a quick shout out in the direction of Heidi and Laura. This is Nitty Girl. Just Nitty Girl, yeah, because she's undid Heidi now on Instagram.
And Spinning Laura.
And Spinning Laura. Spinning Laura. Laura is the designer, and Heidi is the dyer. It's a kit. They are the Fright Night socks.
And they're awesome.
Yes, they are. They are available. The yarn is available in Heidi's shop. It's $27 for the yarn, which is 400 yards, plus the scraps you need to do the color work.
It's an excellent price.
It's an excellent price. And if you buy the kit, you get 50% off of Laura's pattern.
Right.
So just check it out. I am resisting the urge to buy it myself. I already have Laura's pattern. I have a lot of Heidi's yarn that I need to use before
Because we
I just
stockpile.
buy
We
more.
stockpile Heidi's yarn and Laura's patterns. So we have.
So I really can't justify the purchase right now, but I can tempt everybody else.
Mhm.
It's a lovely, the yarn, the gray, the yarn is gorgeous.
And Heidi, I did see your request, your question. I will be getting back to you as soon as I can. I just haven't had a chance to contact you, so I will be PMing you. You know what I'm talking about. So I will get back to you as soon as I can. I'm excited about that, yes. Okay, now the read along.
Yes.
You all have been waiting for this. We had over 3,000 posts. We had over almost 400 images in that thread for that.
And we are fairly unusual, I think, in groups that we usually actually do our drawings first.
Well, we have to.
Yeah.
We have to. I mean, I know a lot of them do if they have a lot of more than a couple prizes.
Sorry, guys.
Because we have such a generous group.
Yes, we do.
All right, let me see here. Let's get started here. It is over. We had our co-host was Spicy Homemaker,
Yes.
who is from the Spicy Homemaker podcast. Melissa is fabulous, and we were glad to have her do this with
I
us.
think the iPhone just stopped recording. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
You might have a break.
On the iPhone at least.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully we won't have to go to that.
Yeah, hopefully we won't. Yeah, I think we've used up all the room I have on the iPhone. So basically,
This
we
is
better
a-
hope that the other one works
Yes.
because the iPhone is not a viable option.
So please realize that you might get this audio, but we're hoping for both. All right, so let's not belabor that. Let's go into the fact that our amazing host was Spicy Homemaker, and she brought a lot of a lot of fun to the group,
Yes.
and a lot of innovation in that she did it differently than anything that I've ever been doing before, with us having all the FOs and all the whips and her doing pop-up threads, which was really interesting.
Yes, it was.
Okay, but we want to get to the prizes because that's what we want to do, right? Thank you, Melissa. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, the first winner, the person who won these cards, these beautiful cards by Brittany B-Wing, is Family Diva. That's Sue. So Sue, we need your address, please. Yes, I know I have it. Please send it anyway. Sue. Congratulations. Okay. The 2 skeins of bulky weight yarn. Let me find it here. I just went through here packing things up and everything's out of order. I think that's this one here. Yes. Okay, there are 2 skeins of this. Look at this color. Perfect for the autumn things that are going on now.
Beautiful.
Okay, there's 2 of these. This is groovy, chunky weight, and this is in the Chinatown apple colorway, and this goes to B-Wing, to Brittany. So Brittany, yes, I need your address.
That'd make an amazing cowl or
It
something.
would make an amazing cowl or mitts or something. Okay, so that's that. The next one, this, let me see. I know I'm going in and out of frame because I'm kind of crowded here. Okay,
Oh, yeah, that's the Yowza.
the Yowza Wood skein. This goes to Christina.
Mhm.
This is to Mama C.
Yay.
So Christina, please send us your address. This is a Yowza Wood skein. The colorway is Clematis. Okay, so this is Christina. Congratulations. Okay, this is going to be a little while. All right.
Because we have 2 different ones to draw for.
Right. Okay. This one here, the first one is for 2 skeins of Yarn Bee bulky yarn in the black. That's this one here. These 2 skeins go to Elvin's Knits, who is Sharon. So
And
Sharon,
it's not just black. It's got like
it's got specks in
the
it.
red.
It has specks of pink and it's really pretty. Can you see that? There it goes.
And it almost like, is it a silky?
It looks like it has it might be sari silk. It is.
It's from Hobby Lobby. It doesn't say any sorry silk.
But in any event, this is.
It sure looks like it.
It's
though.
very pretty. This goes to Sharon, Elvin's Knits. Please send us your address. I don't have your address, and I need to send this to you. So please do that. And this pink skein of, this is Knit Picks Brava Sport, and the colorway is Rouge. Okay. And this goes to Amy, who is Miss World. So Amy, I need your address. Even though I might have it, please send it to me. Send all addresses to me, please.
Yes.
I will get them to Talia.
Because I start my work stretch Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah. So
And today's Monday.
always send addresses to me. I know Talia does the tech and she does the mailing, but I do the, I collect the emails. So just send me. Okay, Amy and Sharon. Okay. All right, this one. This is a No Makers bag, not a No Makers bag, a Tangerine 8 Designs bag. This is the Lorex bag. It's her sock bag. It's really cute. Okay. And a skein of yarn in the, this is Malabrigo Kettle Dye Merino Wool, worsted, 216 yards. And this is in the Ripe Peach colorway. Okay, so this goes, these two together goes to Valeria. So Valeria, need an address? Yes, I know I have it. Send it to me anyway. I'd like to hear from you. Okay, so that's from Valeria. Okay, congratulations to everyone who's won so far. Okay, this next one. Mountain Color. It's this yarn right here. This is Mountain Color, hand painted yarns. It is 50% wool, 50% silk. Winter Lace Junior. And it's 50 grams, 600 yards. And this goes to Ange in the East. Angela? Okay, Angela, congratulations. Please send me your address. We'll get this out to you as soon as we can. Please know that we're going to be doing this in stages, okay,
Yes.
in terms of sending these out. So it might take a couple weeks for everybody to get their stuff, but we'll do it as fast as we can, okay? All right, so Ange in the East. All right. All right. Victoria Blue, you get the Crochet Red book. And Studio Von Designs, Bonnie, you get the Knit Red book. Okay, those will be coming from Amazon. Okay, so but I still need your addresses. Okay, so Victoria Blue and Bonnie, send me your addresses so we can get that too. They will be coming from Amazon. Okay, the two Franciscan Gypsy Designs patterns that were donated by Yarnset, who is Jean. Thank you, Jean.
Thank you, Jean.
Stitched by Mimi, who is Sandy. You get to have one of Talia's designs. And Actun Kitten, who is Rachel. Rachel, you get one of those designs as well. So think about what you want.
I think Sandy crochets. Rachel, do you crochet?
If she doesn't, we'll figure something out. Okay. So Rachel, get back to us. Sandy, get back to us. I guess you would get. Did she get in touch with Jean?
It wasn't made clear to me.
Well, she can't get the pattern.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, I guess she can because you're still donating it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's coming from Jean.
All right. Contact Jean.
Yeah.
Okay. Sandy and Rachel, Stitched by Mimi and Actun Kitten. Contact Yarnset. Tell them you won a pattern, one pattern of Talia's, and she will set you up. Okay. Thank you, Jean. All right. Now this yarn. Where is it? This one. This one. This is one from Debbie, isn't it? Can't find it.
I do not.
I'm pretty sure this is because it's from England. Okay, this is the yarn from Debbie 1608. Okay, isn't this? Yes, it is. Isn't this absolutely gorgeous? And you get this little stitch marker from her friend. It's a little gingerbread boy. Can you see that? He's running away. You have to take my word for it. It's a cute little gingerbread boy. There you can see it. There you go. Okay, and this is Once Upon a Time Skeins. This is Debbie 1608, and it's 100% organically farmed merino wool, 400 meters. Okay, and it's a four ply. So this goes to Sylvia 1002. So Sylvia, please get in touch with me with your address, and we will be happy to send this to you as soon as we get your address and can get things mailed out. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Okay. Okay, this yarn comes from Candy, who is Paws for Stitches. I thought this one was. And this one, it's reds and pinks and whites. Might be just pale pink. Isn't that beautiful?
It's got a little bit of red in there.
Yeah, I did say red. Or did I? I don't know. Anyway, this is Cascade Yarns Heritage Prints. 75% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon. This will make a pair of socks if you wanted to, or a shawlette or something. And this goes to La Jolla Girl. I think that's how you say it. La Jolla Girl, Nancy. So Nancy, please get us your address because I don't have your address. And we will get that off to you. Congratulations.
Yeah, La Jolla, because I don't think you say La Jolla.
I'm pretty sure it's La Jolla. Okay, so that goes there. Let's see, what's next? Okay, these were donated by Valeria. I gotta find them. Here's one. Here's the other one. These were donated by Valeria. Okay.
Did you say which one?
I didn't say what. Okay.
Because I will need to know that
Yeah.
for sending.
Okay, this one goes to Julie. This is Julie Pepper. Julie Purr, who is Julie.
Now you need to make sure you remember which one you say
Yeah,
goes to which, because otherwise you might forget.
Okay, this one goes to Julie.
Well,
Julie,
just write it on your notes as well.
I don't have. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna put it in here.
Oh, well, that works.
Here, I'll put it here. Julie. Julie Purr. Okay, this is Julie Purr. You get this beautiful skein of lace weight. Isn't that gorgeous? It's purple. It's purple. It's drops lace, baby alpaca, and mulberry silk.
Nice.
Okay, so that belongs to you. Julie, get us your address, please. And this one, this is Opal Sport. I've never used Opal. I've heard so many good things about Opal yarn. This has
I've heard good things about
superwash wool, poly something or other. I don't know. It's got it make good socks. I'm trying to find the yard.
Kay and Dan love
Opal.
Okay,
Yeah.
can't particularly.
I can't see what the yardage is on this, but I'm sure
It's sports.
it's sport weight, so I'm assuming it's about 300 yards maybe.
And it's in German, so
yeah, I can get some of the stuff. But anyway, this is what it looks like. It's absolutely gorgeous. And that goes to Diana Pierce, who is Diana. So Diana, you need to get your address so I can send this out to you.
I don't see the yardage on this.
Okay, so this is
It's sport though.
there's not really a place to write on this. Here. All right.
Well, you don't want. Yeah.
Okay, just take this out when you see it. Diana Pierce. Okay. All right, Diana, if you get this funny looking little piece of paper towel in here, so we didn't send you the wrong yarn. Okay. So thank you, Valeria, for the donation.
Thank you.
And congratulations, Diana. Okay, now this book was donated by Allison, who's Allison Roseboom, and this goes to Helen. FB1. Helen. Helen, I need your address. You get the other Knit Red book. Okay?
Yay.
So congratulations for that. Okay, is that everything for this along? I think that's everything for this.
Like.
Oh, we had 2 winners of 2 bags for Turbo Knitter. I made sure that we were still on for that. He's been very generous. 2 bags. Okay? The winners of the Turbo Knitter bags. The first one is Rose Bob.
Yay, Rose.
And the last one was Spicy Homemaker.
That's awesome.
Melissa. So Rose and Melissa, contact Kenneth, the Turbo Knitter 64, or is it Turbo Knitter 64?
The Turbo Knitter 64, I think.
Turbo Knitter 64. Yeah. Contact him, and he will set you up. He wants to talk to you about what fabric you want for the bags. So please, as soon as you hear this, contact him. Let him know what bag you want, and you know what fabric you want. He's going to give you a choice, and that's my understanding. And you can pick what you want, I think, and then he will get you set up. And please let us know that you did so. Okay. So congratulations to all the winners of the Cardiac Read Along, and to all who participated, because everybody was a winner who participated. It was a wonderful cow, and we wish we had prizes for everybody, but we we wouldn't be able to do that, I don't think.
No.
So thank you very, very much. For all of our donators, we appreciate that, all your generosity, and for all of you who participated, we appreciate that as well. Let me just put these away so we can do the other along.
When it comes time for projects, I might need another cup of tea.
Yeah, me too. I might switch my cup. Let me just put these away. All right, we had 3 prizes for the tortoise versus the hare. The first one is a tortoise versus hare cup, and that's what Talia's making out of right now. Not that one, but
Yeah, you don't get this particular one.
Vonnie.
Ooh, that was nice.
Vonnie, you won that as well. So
But not
please,
mine.
yes, please give us your address. Okay, send it to me. You'll have to send it to me once. I won't make you send it to me twice. Okay. And then the tortoise versus hare bag by the Silver Shed. This goes to you, Sue.
There are double winners, but they're 2 different
They're
ones.
two different alongs. Sue, this is yours.
Yay.
So again, send me your address just once, and we will get that out to you. Congratulations to both of you. And then Kelly, La Jolla girl, contact Laura Concert.
No, La Jolla. That's Kelly Jo Girl, Mom.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Oh, maybe I shouldn't do this.
Kelly Jo Girl. And
Kelly Jo
honestly,
Girl.
as many bunnies as you put in, Kelly.
Yes, you deserve
Yay.
it. Kelly, you need to contact Crochet Hoovian.
I think it came out to Turtles winning in the end.
Yeah, for oh, I forgot to pull somebody.
For what?
This is for the Team Tortoise or Team Hare T-shirt.
I thought that's Kelly.
That's Kelly.
Yes.
There's a $5 downloadable pattern also that Laura is donating.
Oops.
Oops is a
The
bunny.
bunny.
All right, just a second. I'm going to just pick a random number, okay? I'm going to go in.
And there's another winner for... No, you already talked to the person who won the mug.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just go to
Ravelry.
Ravelry and see if I can pick somebody real quick. I'm just going to pick a page and put my finger down. Whoever it is, if you didn't already win something, then
For the tortoise
for the
versus the hare.
tortoise versus the hare. Let me see here. And that should be easier than the other one. Famous last words. Where is the tortoise versus the hare? I think she might have, Valeria might have archived it.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and do a search. And we're going to say tortoise versus hare. And search.
It's thinking. There we go. Okay, let's see.
There.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me just pick a page. All right, well, we're on a page. Pick any number from 651 to
There's not a lot of
675.
projects.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, well, let me get a different page. Okay, pick a number between 726 and 750.
Oh.
726 and 750.
750. I was like 718. No, that doesn't work. 730.
730.
Be a bunny. Be a bunny.
Crocheting Hoovian.
She can't
She
give
can't
it to
herself.
herself.
One more time. No, wait, hold on.
Sure, I want one.
And this long?
Yes.
Okay.
Because remember, she the one.
Oh yeah, she did. Okay. All right, let's try one more time here. Let's go backwards. B-Wing.
Okay.
Okay. So Brittany, contact Laura, Laura Concert, for your $5 pattern. Okay.
And that was picked by. I wasn't actually looking at the screen.
no, she was doing this.
And I went.
She
Vrump,
went
so
pump, pump. You know how you roll it on the. If you have this like this, it's gonna have a glare, but you go like this and it moves, and she went like that and stopped it. So that's how we did it. So Brittany, and you saw we did it 3 times. So 2 of the people were already winners.
yeah.
Okay, so
And,
B-Wing.
and Laura really couldn't give herself a pattern. I mean, she could.
She could, but what's the point?
she could just
Okay.
buy herself a pattern.
Okay, so Brittany, make sure you get in touch with Laura for that pattern. I think it's $5. I have to wait for my thing to come back up again. See, it's taking its time. I knew there was another one, and I just couldn't find it. I must have just misread it. Okay, so that's it. All right.
Better
Okay.
write Brittany's name down in the show notes.
Yeah, I will in a second here. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Brittany, B-Wing. Sorry, guys. Best laid plans of mice and men, of which we are neither. Okay. PHN Toy Along. Yes, it is here. I love the Toy Along. And I already have seen some activity in our group, which is exciting. We
I
are
actually responded to some things. I'm so proud of me.
good. Nice. Okay. We have two lovely co-hosts for this. We have Maureen, Victorian Studio from the Victorian Studio podcast, and we have Kim from the Me, My Dog, and Some Yarn, and she is Black Horse, and they are
If you
amazing.
can put them down, because
They're already in here.
Yes, but I don't always read that far in the show notes.
Victorian Studio. Happy birthday, Maureen.
Happy birthday, Maureen.
Maureen's birthday is today as we are recording, so happy birthday. And let's see, Dark Horse. Okay. So Kim doesn't have her thread up yet, but when she does, you can put things into her thread as well as ours and Maureen's. You just have to be members of all three groups. Okay. Let me see here. Our rules are as they normally are. This runs from October 1st through December 31st. So we're hoping, if you want to do Christmas gifts, or if you want to do something for Terminator's ambulance, or if you want to do something for the Ronald McDonald House, Laura's already gearing up for next year. They want 50 toys for next year.
Oh,
and
wow.
if you haven't seen her podcast talking about what happened, you have to watch that podcast.
I must be behind.
Because she talks about the kids and how they came out of their shells and how it just made everyone so happy. So you might want to watch that one. It's a wonderful podcast to watch anyway.
Yes, it is.
So it can go there as well. Anywhere you want. I mean, they're your choice. But
Part of me is like, you need to give turtles so when they get out of their shell.
Anyway.
Sorry.
She inherits that from her dad. Anyway, okay. Okay, projects and chatter will all be in the same thread. 1 WIP per project per week, 1 FO for whenever it's done. Projects must be crocheted or knit. They do not have to be started on October 1st. They can be started whenever, but they must be worked on during the time period. They don't have to be finished, although we do like to see the finished projects. And you do get, if it's a finished Franciscan Gypsy design, you get 2 chances for a prize for the toy. So that's cool. We do okay, that we already said. We said the featured patterns. Oh, the featured patterns. There's one other one that is featured, and I don't know if I put it in here or not. Laura has her little
Oh yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. It's a little
It's like a little monster.
and that gets a featured pattern status as well. If it's Laura Concerts, Crocheting Whovians, you saw it during the I think it was during the autism awareness.
Did one show up during autism awareness? I can't remember.
Anyway, that will also be for 2
Yeah.
chances for an FO. So check that out. Let's see, where are we going to go to? I'm a little bit discombobulated here. Please tag your projects PHN Toy 2016 or PHN Toy 2016 with the hashtag. And actually, it should be PHN Toy Along 2016 and PHN Toy Along 2016 with the hashtag in front of it for Instagram.
Are you okay? Do you need more tea? It's almost time for more tea.
I do, but this is even in my notes. And we do have a list of suggested designers on the thread I put in there, so you can check those out. You don't have to use any of those. They're just suggestions, a springboard in case you don't know where to begin.
Yeah, in case you're a new toy maker and you're not sure where to start. Or you're a toy maker who's just looking for something a little different.
And we've already had a few donations for this, which is awesome. We have a skein of West Yorkshire Spinners DK Prince yarn that Laura Concert donated for this. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you very much.
We have a skein of Fingering Weight Into the World yarn. I don't know what the colorway is, from Laura Smoot. We showed that to you with our stash enhancements last weekend. And then this came in this week. This is from Christina. It's a Mama C bag yarn and stitch markers, okay? And this is also a prize. And her bags are amazing. I love her bags. So here they are. Look at this. This is all the different states I don't see West Virginia though. I mean, I see West Virginia. I don't see Virginia.
We're not special.
We're not special enough. But anyway, this is a really nice size bag. Kind of a.
Maybe we're up here.
We
No,
might,
that's Wyoming.
yeah. But this is a nice size bag, and she got tags for her bag, which makes me happy because you will not have to worry. See, Mama C Creations,
Yay!
which makes me happy. And isn't that a happy green? And there's this little skein of yarn in it. It's
Fuzziness.
this is scrub it yarn.
Oh, so that'd be good for
This-
like dishcloths and
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Like, and then she gave us, there's tea in here, and then she gave us these stitch markers, but Ty and I decided that rather than fighting over it, we didn't give it as part of the prize. So those are really nice. So this also goes to a winner. This is all together.
Yes.
One prize for a lucky winner. Thank you very much, Christina. So we've already got 3 really
Actually, we
amazing
have
prizes.
another one that's did not make it to your list.
Oh.
Warp F1, who is Lizzie.
Oh.
She had donated her prize. She had completed the Grayson test, and she had asked that her prize for completing the test, because everyone who completes one of my tests gets a choice of their pattern, their choice of one of my patterns, and she took her reward, I guess, and gave it to y'all.
Oh, that was sweet of her. Thank
for
you.
the toy along. So thank you very much, Lizzie.
So is that anyone that they choose, any toy that they choose?
Any
to
of my Franciscan Gypsy
Gypsy Designs
Designs
toy. Thank you very much. So we have 4 prizes already for the toy along, and they are wonderful prizes. So let's see the toys. I love this time of year. You guys are always so enabling and so creative with the toys that you make. So we're really looking forward to that. Okay.
That means it's time for another cup of tea.
Yeah, I'm not done with this one yet.
There's nothing wrong with you.
But I have to heat it up. Well, I've been doing all the talking.
You have.
I'm
been.
afraid to
pause.
this thing.
Well, my test looked okay yesterday, so
Okay, well, we're going to take a leap of faith here. We're going to get some more tea, and we will be back in a few minutes.
all right. Hang on. So we had our disagreement about who will go first off
Off
camera
camera.
while we were mixing our tea.
Because we had the same number of projects. So I'm going to go
Yes,
first.
and I was like, I went first last time.
And she whined and she cried. She did a little bit of tears. So, you know, rather than
I held my
drown-
breath.
Yes. I just blew in her mouth and she started crying again. Okay, anyway. Long story short. Anyway.
Long story short.
Yes, it's done. In my Me and My Dog and Some Yarn bag, it's by Kim, who's Black Horse, is my Violently Happy shawl, and it's my own pattern. I'm using US 8 5mm needles and undead yarn in the Vampiri base. This Heidi's yarn in the Violently Happy Accident colorway. And I actually have a mistake in here that I need Ty to look at because I'm talented. I think I was watching a movie or something, and
Because I am the Jedi Master of knitting,
apparently. So
and you are my Padawan.
I don't know if I did an extra stitch. This is Heidi's
Are you
yarn.
on a purlin? It looks like. Oh yeah, you totally did an extra stitch.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what I did. I know when I drop a stitch, when I pick up a stitch, I'm
You've
not
done it
sure.
for a couple of, right there. That's in between stitches. And it looks almost like you dropped a stitch there.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay, this is the colorway, and I'm about halfway through it. It's looking a little more blue-purple than it really is in real life. I love this colorway that
Is this
Heidi
basically
did.
garter stitch, Mom?
It is garter stitch.
Okay.
It's all garter stitch, so with the increases. So yeah, and I probably should have her fix this off camera because
I'm already started.
okay.
This is proof that I fix Mom's projects for her.
Sometimes I still haven't been able to do some of them. I'm getting better.
Proof. Proof, I tell you.
She needs recognition.
I do. I require recognition. Praise, even.
And these are not my Chow Goos that I usually use. These are my Harmonies, Nippic Harmonies.
I mean, it's going to be a little loose there, but
as long as it looks like it's regular, it doesn't
it
matter.
does at least look like it's supposed to now. It looks like every stitch got picked up appropriately.
Okay, thanks. So yeah, this is.
I mean, it's going to be a little loose there, though.
It'll be a little loose, but I can deal with a little loose. Let me just see. Yeah, that'll be fine. Let's see. Anyway, so this is it. I'm in the middle, as you can tell. And I didn't do a lot of work on this because I made a mistake and I didn't have a chance to ask Talia about it. So I was very confused because apparently what I did was I increased a stitch and I also dropped stitches. So,
Well, you yarned over by accident, and you dropped one of your not your ladder, but you dropped what you should have picked up. Yeah.
yeah.
So you had the same number as, no, you had an extra stitch, but
Well,
you
it was-
had a ladder behind one of your stitches.
you could only see it's just a little bit bigger than the rest, so it'll be fine. So thank you, Talia. So anyway, that's this project. I'm enjoying this. It's a very soft yarn. I've had this project on the go for about a year, I guess. It was October last year I
think
started
so,
this.
yeah.
It's about a year, but that's okay because there's no real timeline on it. So
Sorry.
yes, thank you for helping me.
You're welcome. So now it is me to talk. My highlighting on my show notes didn't cross over, so part of what we did during the tea time was I had to circle what I did. Hold on. The first one I'm going to talk about, this one's getting really confused because it feels like it doesn't understand. It went from being in limbo for like half a year to getting attention again, because I think I started for the sweater along.
Oh, it is obsidian. Okay.
Yeah, this is Obsidian, which is a calligraphy cardigan
It
pattern.
does not match that at all. It highlights it.
Yes, it's designed by Hannah Feddick, and I'm using Miss Babs Yazawetta skein in the colorway Obsidian, and I started for the sweater along in January. So this poor guy hasn't gotten the love he deserves. I actually need to measure where I'm at for my last set of increases to determine if I need to do another increase again.
Do you have any increases marked?
Yes. Oh yeah. Old habit.
Old habits.
Old hat.
Old hat.
I just burped in the middle of that, so
That's
you
really
know.
That's. I'm sure everybody's most edified to know that you do things like that.
So, blame the tea. Blame it on the tea. It's nicely flowing. I
Hot,
don't know.
hot, 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 hot.
Hotly flowing.
Go on.
Tea. So,
Oh, and I do now have my tortoise versus hare bag.
bag, huh?
I'm drinking out of my bag.
So, I mean, this doesn't look really any different than it did last time you saw it because it's been, you know, few rows of stockinette here and there. I use it. I work on it while I'm watching TV.
Because she speaks much.
Yes.
Laura, we can speak English too.
Oh, I said at work one point,
I can English.
yes, I was having difficulty speaking during a report. I've been a rough night and I tried really hard. I looked at them like, I can English, and they just loved it. I was like, they have no idea this is not an original me statement. So
that is a Laura
concert.
concert quote, and it is her. Yes, we give her full credit.
Indeed. So this is in my Knitting's My Bag Autism Awareness bag,
Okay, let me just.
which is awesome.
this
And I
away.
think I have, yes, stuff in my glasses.
And I'm totally counting this for this week's whips because
It doesn't count if you're working on it during the
you
podcast.
did it. So don't tell me that it doesn't.
Oh, this week's whips? Not
This
this coming.
yes, it's coming.
Only if I work on it after do I count it.
I'm going to be working on it after. I have to get out of the middle of it, don't I?
Don't you?
Don't I?
Don't you?
All right, let's see here. Okay,
So you see how she gets numbers of projects on there? She cheats.
I do not, in fact. Okay, in my Kiki Boo Holiday Owls bag,
I can see it again.
I have my unnamed preview hat. Yes, I know this is small. It should be done, but it's not.
So there.
So there. Yes, it did not get worked on because I didn't feel like working on it. So, but yeah, it worked on a little bit. But so there it is. It's
It worked on a little bit.
it worked on a little bit.
It
It's
was
the-
worked on a little bit.
I don't need no stinking verbs. Anyway, this is the smallest loom. I'm making the baby hat. Well, the smallest loom in my set.
That'd be an adverb, because it No, it's a tense. That's
What
what
are
it
you
is.
talking about?
Because you have
You do realize we moved on, right?
no.
Okay.
I'm still in grammatical land.
Okay. Anyway, this is
I'm
the is-
conjugating your
quiet,
diagram
brat.
your sentence.
Quiet, brat.
Apparently, they don't teach diagramming in school anymore.
We did.
I know.
Davina was really good at it.
Well, it's kind of fun.
Well, Davina used to help your friends, you know, Mrs. Help's kids.
Right. Because it was fun, you know, because you had the little lines off of the
Yeah,
main
yeah.
thing. And
It was fun. I like diagramming. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. This is not a diagram. This is baby hat. And this loom is the smallest one in my set of round looms. There is a smaller one. I have one up there that I was going to use to make baby booties, but it's a flower loom. But this is actually for hats and things. I think it would make great sleeves. See?
only if you're doing like a sleeve up to there.
Well, no, you'd have to just increase.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. But anyway, I'm having fun with this. This is Hobby Lobby. I love this something or other chunky.
You love this something. Is that the official name?
I don't think I have.
Hobby Lobby. I love this something or
I don't
other.
think I have the ball band. Let me see. This must be it. Let me see.
That's gonna be their new marketing ploy.
Here it is. I love this chunky. Yeah, this looks like it. This is what it will look like.
I'm seeing the
And the
Hobby
hat.
Lobby labels now. Hobby Lobby. I love this something or other.
Hobby Lobby. I love this chunky, super soft, and this is the colorway is Plum Garden. So I like this. This is just one of those projects. You know, if I can't work anything else, or if I'm tired or something, I'll work these loom hats, and I enjoy that. I just hope it'll be done relatively quickly.
Sorry for all the coffee, guys. I have a little bit of post-nasal drip going on. Okay. So, am I in the middle of the road for this one? I don't think so. I should check and see.
What difference does it make?
Because it's lace and it might be nice to see it's not in the middle of the row.
Well, you can't change that.
Yes, I can. I could work on it next.
Oh, no, you don't.
I think I am out of the middle of the row. I think I did try that. Okay, good.
Pretty.
So
Excuse
this
me.
is Bert and Ernie, which is the Impressions pattern by Agnes Gutaz Karetzis. And it's made with knitted with DK Superwash Merino in the colorway Yams and Miss Babs Yazawada Skein in the colorway Squash Blossom. And this is a Silver Shed USA Kitties in the News bag. And I have one more row of lace pattern, and then I have the edging to do.
Well, that looks really pretty.
So, and there are definitely mistakes on this. I've made the mistake on working on this during action movies and come back to it on the wrong side row and noticed that I forgot a yarn over, thought about it, and it's like, nah, okay, that's the way it is.
It's a design element.
I just don't feel like fixing it.
But it looks really pretty. It's going to be really pretty when it's blocked. It's already
Mhm.
pretty, but it needs to be blocked.
Yeah, definitely needs to be blocked. I still haven't blocked this or the other shell
Well,
that I
this one
finished.
doesn't necessarily need to be, but this one has to be.
Yeah,
it's
because of
not-
all the lace
Yeah, if you want to show it off to its full
potential.
potential.
So it's getting a little big for these needle for this cable, but yes. So this has gotten some love for sure. It just can't be TV knitting when I'm in the lace section,
And,
and I know this,
very
but I
fall
do it
color.
anyway.
very fall color.
I'm wearing my colors.
And this is the Silver Shed USA 2X Kitties in the News bag.
I believe I said that.
Mhm.
Yes, I did. Everyone will agree with me that I said
Only
that.
if you actually said it.
I didn't say the size, but I did say it was Kitties in the News.
I don't
Silver
listen
Youth.
to you.
I know you don't.
There's no reason to. You don't say anything worth listening to.
Your
Okay.
turn.
All right. I love this bag. I really do. This bag makes me so happy. This is a Stitched by Mimi bag. This is Sandy. She's one of our PHNers, and she gave this to me, and I absolutely love it. And in here is my bonfire shawl, which is from the Sock Knitters shawl pattern by KF Jones. I'm trying to finish this because I love this and I want it. And I have a green one on my needles that I want to get to. This is, I'm using US 9s, 5mm circular ChowGoo fixed, and Miss Babs Yazawada Skein in the Reishi colorway and in the Blab, but I haven't got to the Blab yet. Let me get this out of here. Okay. This is the front. This way. So you can see I did about 4 rows on here. It's taking me longer now to do the rows because it's getting bigger. But love it. Isn't that color pretty? It's showing up pretty true to form. And this is definitely fall. If I finish this for Laura's fall along, I'm definitely putting it in there because it's pretty. And it's fall. But I started this for, did I start this for, what did I start this for?
I don't remember. I think you just started it because.
Yeah, maybe I did. I really like this pattern. I love Kay's patterns. And I'm way behind on their podcast.
Oh,
and
I am.
stuff.
I'm way behind. But I'm way behind everywhere.
I'm way behind everywhere. Not because I don't like watching. I'm just.
Well, I also go through phases
I do
where
too.
I'll want to listen to my audio history podcast.
Well, when my hands were hurting, it made me not irritable. It made me just sad to watch podcasters watching, what they were doing and how they could do it and getting this, that, and the other thing, and I couldn't do anything, so I didn't want to watch for a while. Now I'm watching again, and that sounds childish, and oh well, that's the way it is. Full disclosure, it made me sad that I couldn't do what you guys were doing, so I didn't watch. But yeah, sorry, full disclosure.
So next project, which for me is Nightwing.
Nightwing.
Let me see if I remember which that's
Nightwing.
because projects have changed bags. I believe that's in this one.
That
Wait.
big pattern? A big one for your socks? Is it
No, this isn't the socks, Mom.
Oh, what's Nightwing?
It's shawl.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, this is it. Sock Knitter's Shawl pattern by Bryony Bear, KF Jones of Bakery Bears fame. And I'm using Miss Babs Yazawada skein in the colorways pewter and fountain pen.
Copycat.
I started mine first.
Copycat. Nuh-uh, you started your other ones first. I
Mhm.
had the other one already.
No, because you and I planned ours at the same time for
No,
these
because
two.
you finished the other one. I started
No,
that.
we planned these together, Mom. Yeah,
I did the green one with this.
Because we were.
I did the green one with this. I did.
Because we planned one of them
The
together.
green one with this one. Because we were both doing the plain one. We did the other one together. Because I had started mine in the sock weight. And then I pulled it out and put it in this one.
Mhm.
So
I knew we planned one together.
yeah, we did the green one with this. You're way further on this one than I am on my green one.
So, a part of me wishes that I had done the blue for the pearls.
For this here.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it would have looked really cool.
But you wanted it to be classic.
Yes, I
And
did.
it wouldn't have been it would have been classic, but it would have been a different kind, it would have been a sporty classic.
Yeah,
I mean, this would be really cool with the black with the white on the pearls
but then it
too.
wouldn't be Nightwing anymore.
No, I'm just saying it would be,
Yeah,
it would be classic.
but
Or navy with white.
yeah.
Yeah.
But there we go. It's looking very cool so far.
You could do blue with yellow and be Wolverine.
But he doesn't have.
No, he doesn't. You know
And
what?
then
Doesn't
Nightcrawler does.
I could do red and black and have
Mhm.
Nightcrawler.
Well, red and blue. He's
Is he
actually
red or blue? But
because
it's that dark blue, really dark.
It's a very dark blue.
I guess I'm thinking of the new ones.
because his uniform actually matches his fur.
But not in the newer ones.
Well, no, the newer ones mess up
They're
everything.
black. His uniform's black.
Don't even look at the newer ones. They're ridiculous.
Are you finished?
Quite.
In your bat bag, your silver
Yes.
shed
USA.
2XA. Anne apparently has a new size called 2XA. We love Anne. Anne is amazing.
And it has yellow in the inside, as Batman should.
Is he a coward?
Well, I think I mentioned that in the, I think it was the comic book, I think it was the Black Lantern comic series. It's written by Jeff,
Nope.
no,
Oh, the other ones.
his name is spelled Goff.
Oh, okay.
And I can't remember his last name, but all the different Justice Leaguers got rings, and the Yellow Lantern ring sought
Well,
Batman
that's because
out.
Batman's fear.
But he's also been able
Well,
to use the
green.
Green Lantern one.
Although it was hard for him.
Yeah, I think he basically threw the Yellow Lantern. I'm trying to remember. I think he he threw the yellow lantern ring away. It kind of like,
He scared the yellow lantern. Because if you're not a fan of the lanterns, each color has a meaning. Green is willpower, yellow is fear.
orange is gluttony.
Oh, I didn't know that one. Orange. Pink is love.
Um,
Blue is hope.
blue is hope, and the anger is red.
Red.
I think that covers all of them.
I think so.
Yeah.
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 Okay. My next. Whoops. It's a bunny. I said,
Sorry.
oops, it's a bunny.
He is a bunny.
In my silver shed, USA. This is a large, or this is an extra large? Sorry, this is a large, right?
That looks like a large.
Okay. This is my.
Might be an X large. Might be an X large one. I'm not sure.
I love this bag. This is my owls. My how many licks bag. I love this bag.
Davina got it for you for
She did.
Christmas.
In here is one you haven't seen in a while. This is my Snowy Owl. This is Snowy the Owl from the York the Owl pattern by Franciscan Gypsy. And
Darkest Day. Blackest Night. That's the comic series. Blackest Night. That's what it was.
okay.
Sorry.
Anyway, this is how far I've gotten on. I'm working on the head. It's going to be a snowy owl, so he will be. I can make him a ghost owl for the Halloween stuff, right, Heidi? Right, Laura? Here we go.
I keep getting stuff in my glasses.
I can't get this to. It's hard to do this when he's not got a head full of something. But
A
anyway,
head full of something.
this is my owl, and he will be called Snowy. I'm using Lion
Come
Brand
here, sweetheart.
in the ice cream sport weight and cookies and cream,
There he is.
as well as Knit Pits Bravo worsted in green, white, and black. So actually, I'm not using green. I'm using yellow. I decided to make his eyes yellow and not green.
His eyes are mellow yellow.
Okay, so. And I love this. This I always like making toys. I have 3 of them on the hooks now, and this is the first of the 3. This will also be going in Kenneth's. Kenneth is doing. I think he's focusing on toys for the month of October. So I think that's what he said. So that'll be cool to go in there as well.
Okay, so the next one,
Where's my pen?
I don't know. Do you want to borrow my orange one?
I can't write anything without a pen.
Or you can borrow my orange one.
If that works.
I want it back. I think you will remember this is mine.
I don't like orange.
That's what I'd say
Okay.
you'll remember that it's mine.
Oh, here it is.
Put my pen back.
And mine's blue.
Mine's orange.
Okay. No surprise there. Okay, you're next.
Okay. Oh, that's right. It's in this bag.
Just mad about saffron.
Saffron is mad about me.
Yes, we're mellow yellow, but I'm not yellow. I'm green.
Okay, so
It's not easy being green.
ladies of PHN, and this is not the right bag.
I don't remember you getting that Dr. Seuss bag.
Someone gave it to
I
me.
think I gave it. Or no, you won that one.
Did I win this
I think
one?
you won that one.
I can't
Because
recall.
if I had bought it for you, it would have been a sock size. 'Cause I probably would have gotten it from Tangerine Designs.
Right.
I think you
Yeah,
won
this
that one.
is the plover bird. I might have bought this one.
You might have.
I can't recall
No,
now.
didn't we order that and somebody gave it to you when they won it? That's what it was.
That might have been
That's what it was. Yeah.
Speaking of plover bird, this
Who
is
we miss?
yes, this is her birdies on a wire bag, and the project is Ladies of PHN. The pattern is Mother of Dragons by
Oh, you brought it out.
Laura Smoot,
Yeah.
and
Here's
the
my-
yarn is Victorian Studio yarn in the colorway Ladies of PHN.
It's an awesome colorway. Thank you, Maureen.
Thank you. And let's see.
I have to get mine back out again.
Here's my needles. Everything's kind of stuffed in here. There we go.
Now you what got me wanted to make mine, but I have to finish some stuff first.
I was having a point where it's like I either had to start a bunch of things or I had to work on things I hadn't been worked on in a while.
Well, I think some of the things, I don't know about you, but for me, some of the things I haven't worked on in so long, it's almost like doing something new.
That's why I had to, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's pretty.
it's not going to necessarily show up very well.
That is gorgeous. And it matches the red bag really well. Isn't that pretty? It's
Yeah.
not showing up nearly.
It's holy.
It's a holy show. You can see right here the patterns. They're
Starting to develop, yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's just not showing up very well. Lace is hard to show on camera, I feel.
Yeah, especially
If
if it's not blocked.
Especially if it's fingering weights.
And if it's variegated. You have to wait
Yeah.
till it
grows a little more.
bit, yeah.
But I worked about 4 rows on this.
And Maureen does a fantastic job with her dyeing.
Yes. So.
Like everything else. She's one of the most talented people I know. She just seems to be able to do everything. Okay.
Yep.
All right. My next one is my Cherub, the Cheerful Baby Turtle. It's in my Knitting's My Bag, Monet bag. Yes, I know. Okay. It's actually a Serret bag, but that's okay. And this is the Biddy the Bashful Baby Turtle pattern by Talia Fernandez. I started this.
Himself is home.
Yes, my husband's home. I started this for the Cardiac Read Along, I think, this year. So I'm not really too far behind, but I'm starting to stuff here. So I finished this much. Oops, I lost my hook.
Did it fall on my bed?
I don't know. I have to look at it in a second. So this is how far I've got. I have to close this up. I'm not too far from closing it up. Then all I have to do is the head.
It did fall in my bag.
Thank you. The head and the feet. There's only 2 feet, so I'll be able to finish that. And I've toyed with the idea of putting ears on this one, but I don't think I'm going to put it on this one. I think I'll wait till I make it some other color for that.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, if I finish it, will probably be given to charity or to the Christmas table, depending on whether or not we can get into the Christmas table this year, because we still haven't heard anything about that. And I'm liking this a lot. I'm using Knit Picks Brava Worsted, Knit Picks Brava Sport, and Cascade Yarns Cherub Collection Kaleidoscope DK. So that's that. Your turn.
Okay, so the next one, which actually hadn't gotten a lot of work for a while, is in my Tortoise versus Hare bag with the
you did decide to do
with a
it.
Birdle on it.
You did decide to do it.
Yeah, I decided to.
I need to get mine on there. I thought I was going to do that as well.
And this is Candy, which is the Oops a Bunny pattern by me, and it's the colorway. The yarn is Lady Fernico's Creations, 100% superwash merino worsted, in the colorway Cotton Candy Oops. And I seriously think I might be able to be okay with just the yarn that is in the skein without having to do extra for the ears. Because, let's see, I have deflated bunnies so far. Oopsie, it's a bunny. And my hands are too full to take a sip right now, so take your drinks for me.
He's got a little bunny tail.
He had a little bunny tail last week too. I can't put the legs on easily enough without, but I have 2 front legs and a back leg. And then also in here, I have
Muzzle?
No, not yet. The beginnings of the second back leg.
Oh.
So what I'll have left is after the second back leg is done, I'll have 2 ears and the muzzle to do.
Not too bad.
And I have a fair amount of yarn left, so.
But at least the way you're doing it, if you have to make the ears differently, you know.
Yeah. So. And I'm doing the muzzle last.
And I do have pink that matches that.
Well, I don't think I can't remember what I was planning to go with. I'll make up my mind when I get to that.
Okay. All right. Let's see. My next one is my Under the Sea hat from the Loom Knitting Primer. And that is in my Knitting's My Bag large sweater size Angels bag. Christmas Angels bag. I did a little bit on here as well. Not too much, but a little bit. So you're not going to see much difference in this. But I did work on it. So you're going to see it. Okay. So I really didn't do too much. But you can see that it grew a little bit. I like working the loom. The loom projects are kind of relaxing. You just kind of go round and round and round. And I saw somebody posted, I can't remember who it was, posted in, I think it was Crochet, the Hoovian Yarn Allegiance group, posted if they could use LoomKnit projects. I think it was her group.
That's what you told me.
And she posted a cowl pattern that uses the big loom, and I want to do that as well. That would be fun. I won't have to close it up. I'll just go round and round and round. So this is fun. I'm enjoying this. This is a Cindy loom, and it is baby hat size 3 to 8 months, 1/2 inch, 41 peg. So I like this. I'm having fun with this. And this, oh, the yarn is Lady Furnico Designs, Lady Furnico Creations. In the, I think this is my bubble. No, this is not bubble gum. This is Under the Sea.
Yeah.
Under the Sea. Under the Sea. So okay.
So next is actually in the Ploverbird Dr. Seuss bag. And this one hasn't been worked on in a while either. This is Totally Lear's Fault, which is the Pippin Socks pattern by Claire Ellen. And I'm using Miss Babs Tart in the colorway Electric Turquoise.
That's pretty colorway.
So,
have you made progress on that?
I have. I was working on it last night.
I guess it's just so small.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess the cable's starting now.
Yeah, the cables have been started. Previously, I was still in the ribbing. Finished off the ribbing, and
Are you doing 2 at a time?
oh no. That would drive me nuts, I think. Because I would just switching back and forth. It's just like, seriously. It would feel like it took forever. So, you can't really see overly well yet the progress developing.
Do the cables though, a little bit.
Yeah.
Crossing.
But slowly but surely it's developing. And this is the larger size. I initially started in the smaller size, and there's some concern about it fitting. So I kept that smaller size on waste yarn, so I didn't lose that progress, and then started the socks over again. I'm not quite to where I was before, but I'm getting there.
Very cool. Okay, let's see. In my, I think it's in this one. No, not this one. Yes, this one. There's my turtle bunny. Thank you, Laura. And it's in my Silver Shed USA Tortoise versus the Hare. This is my bubblegum hat from the Bankhead pattern by Susie Gorley using US 7s. These are circular. And my Lady Furnico Creations yarn worsted in the bubblegum oops colorway. I did a little bit of work on this. You can see how it's starting to work out now. It's looking a little darker than it actually is, but it's pretty true to color. So I made a little bit of progress. I'm supposed to do like 3.5 inches of ribbings. I think I only have about maybe 2 inches tops for the ribbing. And this is the colorway. I think I might have plenty of yarn for this. I think this is 218 yards or something like that. So I could possibly make 2 out of this.
Right.
And I'm enjoying it very much.
Oh, my next one actually can't be shown to you. This is a design in progress in my Silver Shed USA Tree Frogs bag.
Okay. All right. In my Silver Shed USA medium, no, this is large size Eeyore bag, is my Neon Sportwear baby blanket. I've had more crochet this week than I have in a long time. This is my baby blanket. And even though it's still the same color, I have made some progress on this. I'm just not sure how far I want to. That was talented. There we go. Before I do the next color. And I might have to get more green because I'm trying to figure out how I want to do the variegated and the colored stripes. So, and that's not going to be a hardship. I can always pick up some neon green from Hobby Lobby or from online. So that's where I am right now. Yes, and it looks like I'm blowing out the camera. It is this bright. very bright. And this is just half double crochet in the back loops. You can see the kind of raised stitches. So, okay, so that's that. And I'm using, I don't know what hook I'm using. I'm using an E-hook with sport weight yarn. And the sport yarn is Hobby Lobby. I love the sport and sport weight neons.
Okay. The next one I'm going to talk about is in my Nursing Caps on Dark Field bag. And this is Color Me Happy, which is the I Heart Harvest Socks pattern by Shelley Stone. And I'm using cupcake yarns on the Yummy base and the colorway box of crayons. And that's belongs in here. This is also my purse. So I should be getting close-ish to.
That's so pretty. I like
I
the
have
way
to
the
do.
stripes
I
work
think
out.
it's 7 inches of. So I'm not quite there.
I'm getting close.
Getting close,
Yeah.
but not quite there.
I really love the way the fact that when we first thought, we thought the stripes are very, very thin, but the way they work out, it doesn't give you the impression of being really thin.
No, it works very
It
nicely.
works very nice. And she did a really good job on that.
And it's been quite fun to work. And I was working on this in the post office when a little boy who couldn't have been more than like 9, he stopped me and he was like, "Are you making a sock?" And when kids usually stop me, they want to know what I'm doing. First of all, I was impressed they knew I was knitting.
Mhm.
Second of all, I was impressed that he could pick out what it was that I was knitting. So I was like, "Yeah, and how did you know it was a sock?" And he's like, "Well, because it looks like one."
Didn't you say his grandma made socks?
And then his mom said he's been pestering me to teach him to learn how to knit. Teach him how to knit. I don't know how. His grandmother does. So I'm guessing he had seen her knit socks.
It was fun.
It was really
It was
funny. It was cute. Yeah, because the average person, including adults, that get stopped by "don't say sock" when it's at this point. They will say just about anything else. And their next question is usually, is it for a baby?
You don't realize how stretchy it is.
Yes. And then that's usually when I go, "Look." But I thought that was great. But yes, this has been fun. This is my out and about knitting.
Okay. All right.
And you know Worf loves pink in this.
Oh, of course. He
Look
does.
at his smile. His happy smiling
Worf
face.
does not smile.
If he does, it's because blood has been let.
Let me see. I need to get this one off. Okay. All right. My next project is Snickerdoodles. And okay, it is, which bag is it in? This one. In my Knitting's My Bag, large or extra large, whatever the size is, her biggest sea turtle bag, is Snickerdoodles.
And her is Knitting's My Bag.
Yeah, Lois, Knitting's My Bag. This, I had a kitten when I was first married, and he was one of those yellow tabbies, really tiny with the
Orange
blue
ring
eyes,
tabby.
orange tabby, yeah, with the biggest blue eyes ever. And I didn't get to keep him very long, and I always missed him. So,
Your dad found him under a car.
yeah, under his car. So, I'm using, if you remember, I dyed up the orange tabby colorway. Okay, so that's this. And I just started. I'm just about ready to start the eyes and things. Or I have to do some just even round and round before I do the eyes. But this is how it's working up for.
Very nice.
So I
And Dad recognizes looking like Snickerdoodles right away.
yeah, it's definitely. I think it's gonna look like Snickerdoodles. It might be a little darker than Snickerdoodles was, but it'll do. And then I'm using black, and then this is Undead yarn in the Atlantis colorway. This is Talia's, but I just need it
It
for
was
the
left
eyes.
over from Martin and the Unipony.
And it's not quite that dark,
Yeah. No, it's not.
but that's what I'm going to be using for Snickerdoodles. This one also will be going in the Halloween along and fall along and stuff like that. But yeah, I need to have my Snickerdoodles. He was adorable. And this, I mean, you know, he was a baby back 30 years ago. So from his little kitty heaven, I wanted to see that I'm getting a snickerdoodle. Okay.
Alrighty, so this is the Spidey Baby project, which is the wide brim winter hat pattern by Alpacas Ate My Homework. And I'm using Desert Vista Dye Works leftovers. This is the colorway I could have been a superhero. I made a pair of socks out of this. And this requires a 4-inch ribbing. I'm about 2 1/4 inches in. So
Is that a little? I thought maybe 3
I just
inches.
measured.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Looks like more than that.
it looks like it, but when you measure it, it's not.
Crap.
So there's going to be many much ribbing with this.
I like doing ribbing though.
Yes, it's not a problem. It's just
Is that 1 by 1 or 2 by 2?
2 by 2.
Because the hat I'm doing is 1 by 1.
So yes, and it is in my Kickaboo Bags tea bag.
I like that bag.
Indeed. Your turn.
Okay, my last project is in my Silvershed USA 2X blue PHN bag. I love this bag. It's getting a lot of use. And this is my Under the Mistletoe shawl, and I had hoped to finish this by now. And I took your advice, Sue, because I was getting tired of having to worry about my needles. I'm in the middle of a row because I was going to try to bind off, and then my husband called me this afternoon, and I had to stop in the middle of the row. So it is bunched up in a circle. So, yeah, it's there. It's getting big.
You said it's almost time for bind off.
Yeah, I was going to try and do that today. But
Well, maybe during TV.
Well, maybe we'll see how my hands
If you do the
feel.
K bind off.
Well,
And I know I have a message from you, Christina, about that. It must not have been in the original pattern. It must have been in the Neapolitan that the
you're going to have to remind me what that was because I don't remember.
Yeah.
But anyway, and I hope to get that done, this week, hopefully. But we'll see. I'm not going to push anything. And this is just I've lost my notes because I skipped it, but it's Yarn B Soft Touch in the red velvet colorway. So yeah, the bulky. Okay.
So, my last project is First Colorwork Hat, which is the Norwegian Star Ear Flap Hat by TNE. And I'm using Dragonfly Fibers Valkyrie in the colorways Airport Hot Sauce and Titania. And I had to make the child size because the correct size would have been too large for my head. It's just with my gauge. I didn't feel like changing out.
Oh, you started color work.
Yes, I have started
Nice.
the color work, and I changed over to circulars. So
Were we on before DPNs?
no, I was on 2 circulars. and
Oh, right. Okay.
Magic Loop doesn't work very well for me because I'm one of those people who will accidentally yank on the cable and yank half their stitches
Oh, yeah.
out. I've done that so many times, it's not even funny. And with the 2 circulars, I always end up accidentally magic looping. So
Gee.
I either have to do DPNs or something like this. So,
You have to switch to DPNs at the top, though, right?
oh yeah.
That's good so far, Ty.
So pattern is just barely developing.
What color is that gray?
No, it's light blue.
Light blue, okay.
It's just hard to see at this point.
That's gonna be really pretty.
So
You might hear talking in the background because they know we're recording, but they forget how loud their voices are. So
there we go.
okay, and is that it?
That's it.
Okay, that leaves us 2 FOs. Do you have any FOs?
I do not.
I don't either, but I did want to show these because with the wonkiness, I know some of you might not have been able to stomach watching it or didn't want to look at it maybe because of it being so wonky. I know I couldn't watch it. So I wanted to show you, I wanted to show you my yarn again from the Fiber Festival. Please bear with me. I'm proud of it and I want you to see it properly. So this is the mohair. This is 1,000 yards. And this is kind of a orange and green color. It's a mohair lace. I don't use lace, so I'm going to see what I have to do with this. I have an idea, but I have to talk to the person first. Okay, and then I reskeined these last night, a couple nights ago. So this is the Walking on the Sun that you saw. This is when it's reskeined,
Very nice.
and I haven't named this one yet. This is Blues and Greens and Purples, and this has been reskeined as well.
Look at that.
So that looks like. So that's the extent of my FOs. Not really an FO, but I just wanted to be able to show you guys the yarn if you didn't want to, sit through the other video, because I was excited about it. Okay. Next.
Autobiography.
Okay.
Worked a little bit on the shared story. Did quite a bit of reading. Oh, forgot. This came in because I'm working so much with DPNs. I needed more DPN point protectors. And Slip Stitch Studios is who I tend to go to for that. I've been doing a fair amount of reading.
I left all my books upstairs.
See, Mom, this is a thick book.
Well, I read that before.
But you were saying that you didn't realize how thick it was.
Right.
James Alberioni. And this is written by someone who knew him. A priest who founded the Daughter St. Paul.
The whole Pauline
The
family.
whole Pauline family. Then reading this on St. Paul. About half the number of pages. And then still Thomas Beckett.
Mhm.
For Thomas, he is currently fleeing England. So he is well into his period of being an archbishop.
Okay, I did a little bit of work in preparation for my stint as prompt mistress in the Percolator writing group. So I have those all set up for next week, and I've almost finished with a Complete Father Brown. I read at night, but now I'm also reading the shared story from the beginning to reacquaint myself because it's taken us so long to get back and forth. So I'm reading it as a story. It's got a lot of redundancies because we haven't fixed it, but that's okay. I know it's just to get reacquainted. It's interesting to see how the characters change and how our writing style has changed. I also am reading a book about decluttering, so that I'm reading that.
And she sometimes loses that book in her clutter.
Yeah, we do. So I have a lot of books that I'm reading depending on what I feel.
Yeah.
Okay, and how much time I have. Let's see here. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I was gifted a pattern
Oh yeah, I forgot to
by
print mine
Laura
out.
Concert. It's the Gratitude shawl, and this is by Oblivious Knits, and I think I had this on my wish list, I believe. It's a garter stitch shawl. I just did the cover page, and I didn't use my color printer, but you can see I really like this, and I think it's fingering weight, but I'm going to use sport probably.
Because you can do that with shawls.
Yeah.
And I was
So-
gifted a nice sweater from her. I just don't remember the name.
It's really
and I
beautiful.
was a silly person and did not print it out.
Thank you very much, Laura, for this. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much.
Okay, so that's that. And then you saw the bag that was a stash enhancement, not for us, but for you.
Yeah.
So we did share that already, and that was a wonderful gift from Christina, who is Mama C.
And that's actually it for us.
Well, we have to thank
Oh,
RVA
yes.
Jenny, who is RVA Jenny is from the Lucky Jenny Knits podcast, and that's Jenny. And she gave us a really nice shout out on her podcast when she recapped the Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival. She's a pistol. I love her. She is absolutely amazing and funny and just wonderful. And if you don't watch her podcast, you really need to. It's Lucky Jenny Knits.
I need to figure out what a definition of a pistol is, because basically anyone you like you call a pistol.
That's not true. It means
Pretty
a character. It means a character. She's a character. And she's fun. And she just is. And I like everybody's character. And I just like her a lot. So she's really sweet. And if you don't watch her podcast and you're looking for a new podcast, check her out. She's Lucky Jenny Knits. She has 7 podcasts, I think, out now. She's new. And she does really well. She's very talented
Mm-hmm.
and very upbeat. So thank you, Jenny. And then we had a YouTube comment from Sharon,
Who is
Elvin
Elvin
Knits. So thank you, Sharon, for your comment on YouTube. And thank you anyone who was watching that horrendous
Yes.
excuse for a video podcast. We appreciate your loyalty and
We're
sticking with
hoping
it.
this one will be better.
Yes, we are hoping. We didn't notice anything this time. So, okay. So
But we
are
didn't last time either.
True. But we did have that big
Yeah.
black spot. Okay. Now, so having said that, do you have anything else we need to say? Okay, we want to wish everyone a wonderful week full of knitting, crocheting, spinning, dyeing, weaving, whatever it is that makes you happy. And we hope to see you here again next week in the PHN Fun Woman Cave. This is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 227, and that's a wrap.